Hello. Hey. Hi. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Sat Sri Akal. This is so awkward. This is really awkward. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my first episode of Sikh Tech. This is a series that I'm going to try doing, basically just talking about technology that relates to Sikhi. These first few episodes are going to be reviewing Gurbani search apps. If you follow me on Facebook, a long time ago I did a blog post on iPhone apps just for Gurbani searching, and I want to kind of expand on that and talk about desktop apps, not just for iPhone but for anyone. A lot has changed in the past few years. For those of you not in the loop, there's a crazy amount of apps to choose from now. Everyone is really trying to push out as many features as possible. So it's kind of a really cool time to be searching for Gurbani on different platforms. The first program that I want to talk about is SikhiToTheMax. If you ever went to a Gurdwara and used the computer, more than likely you've used SikhiToTheMax before. It's kind of like the standard program that everybody has had at some point. But recently, this organization called Khalis Foundation took it over and completely revamped the application. They gave it a whole new look, they added so many new features, and they changed the whole database behind it, the power SikhiToTheMax. Now right off the bat, the coolest thing is that there's a Mac application and a Windows application. For me personally, I'm an Apple guy, so having a Mac application right out of the box is a huge plus, so I'll be using that, but the features are exactly the same regardless of which OS you're using. So to get the program, you just go to SikhiToTheMax.org, and at the bottom of the screen you'll see a download button for the desktop app. So when you open the program, you're brought into this regular search screen, but in the settings you could turn on something called presenter view, and this is the view that you normally would use when you plug in a projector or a TV or whatever it might be. And when you turn this button on, that's really when you see the full features of SikhiToTheMax. Starting on the top right, this will always be your video output. So this is what you're actually going to be seeing on the projector. So on the top left, this is your search screen. The searching functionality really hasn't changed if you ever used SikhiToTheMax before. Still type in the first letter of each word, but some cool things they've added recently is if you search for a short shabad, say something that only has 2 or 3 words in it, it'll prioritize the shorter shabads on the top of the results rather than mixing them all up. Once you actually click on the shabad, this is where you kind of have some more functionality. On the bottom left is where all the lines will come up, and as you navigate through the lines, you'll see the little checks come up, and that's just for you to visually see that you've presented that line already, and you probably don't have to go back to it. Another icon that you'll see is that home button, and that's just an easy way to go back to that main line that you searched for. Directly to the right of this quadrant is the history. So this is a really easy way to see shabads that you've searched for in the same session. So if you really want to customize the way things look and whatnot, if you go to the advanced settings, you really have full control over how things appear on the screen. So I'm not going to go into detail for each one, but you could really choose the font size, the colors, the theme, a Kanpat mode, Larivar mode. You could really customize everything you want in the settings, and they're only going to be adding more features to this menu. Another cool thing that they recently added was the announcements button. If you've ever been to a Gurdwara and you're sitting in Kirtan, a lot of times people will put up a little notepad asking for somebody to come out to move their car or whatever it might be. They've made it really easy to do that now without making it obtrusive to having to close everything out, open a new program, type something in. You could just do it all right in the application. They've even added some other features. If you want an empty slide, you could put a blank slide up. If you want a Vaheguru slide, you can put that up. You can even choose between all the gurus here under the drop-down menu and do a Tan Guru slide if it's a good Purab or something like that. And then obviously at the bottom there's a custom slide button. This is where you would type something out. There's even a checkbox to type it in Gurmukhi if you wanted to do that. The last thing I'll say about SikhiToTheMax is that they're always updating it. Whenever you open up the program and you're connected to the internet, it'll automatically check for the newest update. Another cool thing that they've done to make sure everybody's up to date is the database that powers SikhiToTheMax. It's completely open source in a way, meaning anyone could go in, and if they see a mistake in the Gurbani, you could actually submit a correction. And once it gets approved, it automatically gets applied in the database, and then it gets pushed out to everybody. So it's definitely a huge improvement from before. They've already made thousands of corrections, so this by itself is a huge reason to update to the newest version of SikhiToTheMax. And yeah, that's just my quick little insight into SikhiToTheMax. I hope you guys found that useful. I'm going to be doing a few more videos on other programs that I've used that you may not know about, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you press that subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.